Alright guys, I'm going to try a different way here to show you. This is going to be the color. This is black. I'm going to call it Beauty. This is a purple that changes to blue, okay? This is a brown that changes to blue. Okay, this is the aqua blue that's in the little sub and everything. It works so great in that sub. It's really a good color. It's a neon blue. It's bright. Okay, so it's a bright color. This right here is a pumpkin seed color. Okay, I call it Wow. It just works, I'm telling you. Now, the color I was using in the video Wednesday is not sitting here. They're on my boat, and I don't have any more. I haven't made any stock yet. I've made stock in the black, which is Beauty, and I've made stock in Aqua, and this color, which I can't remember what I'm called, Trickster. This is called Trickster because it changes color a little bit. It's a deep purple. All right? Evening, folks. That time, I just walked in the house and threw stuff together to do this. I've been out there working on a door. I'm painting a house that's built in the 50s. It has the old solid wooden panel doors. And a lady in her 90s, I think she was 93 or 94, was living there. It's a rental house. She got sick and she called for help. When they got there, the door was locked. They busted the front door and the bedroom door was locked. So they kicked it in and busted the chunk out of it. So to make it match the rest of the house, you can't buy doors like that no more unless you find somebody that's got some old doors, right? And, you know, they're shorter too than the modern doors. So I cut an 1 3/4 inch piece out of it and put a new piece in it, belt sanded down to fit, and then I body filled the cracks and over the skim coat over it. So when I go back tomorrow and palm sand it, it's painted white. And repaint it, you probably shouldn't even be able to notice it. That's what I'm trying to make the door match what he's got and look better than putting in a new door that won't match, right? All right, this is I'm going to touch the back of the camera. It's dead on me. Now, guys, I do this in the shop, and like I'm doing right now, this looks fine. But when I get into software to edit it sometimes, I go, that's a touch blurry. I don't know why that is. Why is it? I'm looking through the back of the camera now. Why does it look good to me when I'm showing it to y'all in my shop? Then it looks blurry. Somebody said put a piece of white paper behind it. That might help too. But the camera sometimes, like I say, on my side looks fine. It's too late once I edit it, guys. I can't go back and do it. You know, I ain't like in the movies. Take 3. I don't get I don't get but one take. Out on the boat, I get one take. So it is what it is. So, you know, I know some of y'all made a comment, and you're right. I know it. I seen it. But I don't have but one shot. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't get but one shot. Clint Eastwood, he got a couple takes sometimes to get his part right, didn't he? Burt Reynolds. This is the blue mist. Yeah, see how the blue comes into it? Look, see it? Yep. It's a purplish color. It turns blue. And I'm telling you guys, it works great. I have it in the LC Shad. It has a chartreuse tail. All right? And it just catches fish. It's just one of those colors. I showed you, I filmed these stoneflies, the video I loaded today. I filmed them just laying on a piece of paper before I started. I don't know how it's going to come out either. Sometimes I'm not happy with it. This is one of the colors, and it's baked the same way. It's a deep purple, but see, I can see see the blue in the legs now? Yeah, the legs almost look blue. Stuff like that, it's just working great for the crappie. And if you think about it, it probably makes sense. It looks realistic because it doesn't stay one same color all the time. Right? If you got a bait that looks the same color, because the fish changes color. You know, as they're moving through water, light's hitting them, reflecting light, they're swimming, you know, they're making their body movement, so they're reflecting colors. So I think that's why these colors that change some. Now, I'm not making, somebody asked me about a dual color. There will be no dual colors in this stonefly. I can only make 10 at a time. That's right. So it takes a while to make stock. All right? The mold's expensive. And a trick I've learned too, the BA Stinger, the regular BA Stinger, this is a junior. This is one I fished with. This for the catch, it's the junior. It's coming. I'm making stock in it too. And I got a couple new colors coming in it. One thing I learned on the full size BA, it's 1 3/4. This is 1.5 inches. The junior is. I made 25 bags in every color. I think it was 6 colors. Some of them I've made again a couple times. Some of them I have not. Some of them still have 10, 12, 14 bags. So in this stonefly, I'm only going to make about 15 bags in each color. And then the colors that tend to sell, I'll replace. It's silly for me to use my bags and the labels. I've mentioned this before. I buy them 2,000 at a time to get a good price. Those labels are 17 cents a piece that go in the bags, and the bags are not too bad. They run, if I buy enough at a time, they run about 7 to 8 cents. Time you get shipping and everything. But still, that's 30 cents. And they're just sitting there on the shelf, plus the plastic that's in them and my labor. It's just sitting there on the shelf. So that's why. If you think about it, y'all going like, yeah, it makes sense. Why make them just going to sit there? I'd rather run out and have to make some. Blue Moon, I've made the Blue Moon LC shad. I made week before last. When it was cold, I got a little buddy heater. Bought it a couple weeks ago. And I've been thinking about buying. When I went and bought one, got it set up right off propane tank. That's expensive. You buy that set up and you got to have a filter from them. The filter's, I think, $29 and the hose is $39. The little buddy ain't for $89. Yeah, that's right. But that thing warms my shop up. And I mean, within 15 minutes, you got to turn it off. It hits that shop. Then I used the electric. But it was really cold. And I thought, I got to get some baits made. We went through this cold spell. Everyone on the East Coast, you know what I'm talking about. Even Florida got the cold spell, right? So that's how I kept going during the cold spell. And I got to get back to it. I said, this week I've been working on the rental house. Got the door right here now. I got the house done. All I'm going to do is go back and put this door up. So then we'll try to get some fishing time in. I still have I got some little jobs to do for people, guys. 1 hour, 2 hour jobs. I got like 3 of them right now. And I don't mind doing them for people, but yeah, it's just getting them done and getting to them. That's the problem. I got a couple people going like, you'll get to me? I'm going to get to you. I'm on a rental house right now. Bigger jobs come first, right? This way it is. That's the way you can make any money. All right, y'all ready? You do the smaller jobs. I'm going to think I'll do all 3 of them in one day is what I'm going to try to do. I get the customers to understand what I'm trying to do. 157. I'm going to do 3 jobs in one day, and I think I can have them all done by lunchtime. If they just hold on a minute. But it's been too cold to do a lot of stuff, you know. It's been too cold to work on some doors. They want a front door painted. You can't paint a front door when the cold has been. So I called the lady back. I said, you're going to have to wait to get some decent warm weather. She's got a storm door. I said, I know. But that storm door, when it was cold as it was here the last couple of weeks, you're going to let a lot of cold in your house, aren't you? All right, guys. Let's look here. See where we're going. Blue mist. Let's see if we can find the number is 157. See, everybody made it, hopefully made it through the cold weather. Wasn't that bad? There's still ice. It was 60 today. Very windy. The creek behind my house, it's not real wide. It's probably 30 feet wide, 40 feet wide at the widest, but probably 30 feet wide averaging. And I can look down through it a long ways from my house. It's still ice covered. The lake thawed out some, I think, Tuesday. All right. But there's still some ice around. 164 is over. Number's 157. Over. All right. Donnie. What I don't know. I don't think it's going to hold, Donnie. I'm going to write your name down. 101. 159. You're 2.2 over. 130. He done knocked you out, Donnie. Who is this? Cody? Okay. Here, let's take off again. 1 over. Too far under. Too far under. 115. We got a 130. Over. 1500. 120. We got a 130. 277. 190 is over. It's 157. Over. 150. Knocked him out. Whoop. Dropped my pen on the computer, guys. 150. Okay, who is this? Rabbit hunting. Boy, I was raised on rabbit hunting, guys. We always had beagles. I had beagles till about 4 years ago. Mine passed away and I didn't get any more. But man, I love the rabbit. I watched Samsville Wildlife Adventure. And I just like listening to the beagles barking and chasing, making their run, don't you? All right. Number's 157. But a few numbers can knock him out. 119, 188. That's over. Too far under. That's it. All right. I'll check it again after I cut this off. It looks like 151. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Y'all made some good comments on the stonefly on today's videos I showed you earlier. That was amazing. I had made, before that, I made this video with this one. Did you watch these poor cats? I made that same day. I made that video. I said, well, let's see if I can come up with the Wednesday video today before I go in. Because I knew this cold front was coming. All this cold weather was coming. I knew it. And I thought, I need to make a video because during that cold spell, it's not going to happen. Our ramp froze up. It was frozen. The whole code was frozen as far as I could see down the lake. I could see a long ways. I probably can see 150 yards. It was froze from our boat ramp. And the other boat ramp below us was froze out a long ways. All right. And I went down there on Sunday and checked it, and I seen where a boat had broke the ice out through there a long ways before it cleared. Come find out it was my little buddy. I told him, he helped me Tuesday. I told him Tuesday and Wednesday he helped me. I said, Tuesday, I went down the boat ramp Tuesday. I said, some idiot there and broke the ice with his boat way out there a long ways. He said, I'm that idiot. I said, you did? I said, yeah, I did. He said, it wasn't too thick. I said, well, I don't do that for my boat, guys. I don't know. My boat's aluminum. I'm afraid I hit something or be a stick froze in the ice. You know what I'm saying? Punch a dent or punch a hole in it. So it ain't worth it to me. I said, how many did you catch? None. I said, okay. But I said, I'm going to wait for the weather to get a little warmer and that ice disappear, then I'm going to fish. So hopefully I'll get out tomorrow. It's calling for rain Friday, and Saturday's going to be decent. Today was warm, but the wind was awful. It was 10 to 20 and the trees were rocking. So I don't fish. I can stand the cold more than I can the wind. I don't fish when it's that windy. You can't control the boat. If you can't control your boat, it's hard to fish, isn't it? All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. These stoneflies and this junior bait, it'll be sometime in February. I know February's coming fast next week. It'll probably be about the middle of February. It's cold. That cold spell knocked it. There was days I couldn't work in the shop. I just couldn't do it. And it's just too cold. Even with the heaters, it's just too cold. I couldn't keep the baits molds warm. And you got to heat the whole shop warm to do it, guys. The plastic just sets up too fast. And like these little legs and little tails like that right there will not fill out good when it's, don't that thing have some action? And these little front legs, stonefly, that little front leg right there, when you moving that bait, it's folding back and going back and forth every time you move it, like it's pulling itself. Yeah. Them big crappie like it. They come for it. But I made that video with that junior, and I caught some nice fish with this junior bait, didn't I? And I thought, well, before I go in, let's try it. I'll give it about 10 or 15 minutes to see if I... Bam, bam, bam. I caught those couple fish that fast. I mean, like 15 minutes. I was done. I thought, I done caught some nice fish. I think it's 3. I said, I'm going to go in. Wow. And I caught a couple decent fish with the junior. Somebody said I hit the right spot. Maybe I did. Maybe some bigger fish moved in. There was fish scattered everywhere. They were on the bottom. It's like they've been doing. It was some schooling. Big schools would come through with 40 or 50 in it. Catch none out of it. Somebody said that on Crappy Connection last night. How do you catch them out of the moving schools? And they went, you go to a smaller bait. Well, I was using a smaller bait, this junior bait, and I don't never comment on there. When they're moving here, don't you waste your time casting at them. They won't hit you. You got to find some that's setting still, and I think what it is, they're stopping and sucking up the sun, and that gets them a little bit more interested. Maybe it gets that belly growling a little bit, and they're sucking up that sun. And about 12, 14 foot of water off the edge of the channel. And they get in that sun. The water was what in this video? 37, 38, I think. So, hey, and I think he said the temperature Monday when my friend went out, Sunday evening, I think he said it was 30, 35, 36. Yeah, that makes it for tough, doesn't it? All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I'll get these baits and stockers. I can. Somebody said you're excited about it. You're interested. Somebody said you're interested in them. Let me say it that way. Someone said y'all are interested in them. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be something totally different than the reach to seeing. And I can see these being great around a brush pile. There's got to be stoneflies. And I looked on the internet. I told y'all to Google what color they are. They're in browns to blacks. And there are, I think if I remember this right, I read it. I think it said 3,000 different stoneflies. Yeah, I think that's what it said. Some of them are green, some of them are brown, some of them are long, skinny. Some of them got wings. Yeah. There's a bunch of them. I thought, I had no idea. I thought it was one, right? Or a couple. Because I've seen them pictures of them before. They're kind of brownish black, you know. So there you go. So all these colors can work. But y'all know that that's not the case. You don't have to match that stonefly natural. I mean, look at chartreuse. There ain't nothing in the lake that's chartreuse. Now hit it. Of course, some perch has some greens and stuff on them, right? And of course, blue, you never can go wrong with blue, right? That's it. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. See y'all next time.